Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? Before I start this video, I just want to let everyone know that this video is for educational purposes only, and I'm not trying to instill fear into any one of you. I'm going to give you the facts to the best of my ability with the information that's already out there on the internet. Please do your own research so you can form your own opinions. And please be nice to everybody everywhere, especially in the comment section below. I know that we're all going through some very tough times right now, but negativity is not needed, nor is it wanted, and positivity can actually change a person's life. So what we're going to talk about right now is the fact that Israel is preparing on its own, both in the north and in the south, and as if getting ready to embark on a bigger endeavor. The Israeli Minister of Health already told its people that war may last a long time. Please prepare an emergency stockpile of food for at least 4 months. Now, it has been obvious to global observers that the conflict is not going to end soon, and worse, it is set toward continued escalation, which could explode well beyond the Gaza crisis. The expansion of the war to other fronts has begun to reach unavoidable stages. An Israeli military spokesman said, "If Hezbollah commits a grave mistake, we will respond with devastating force never seen before." At the moment, exchanges of fire between IDF and militants in South Lebanon, especially Hezbollah, have become a daily occurrence. A full assault from the militant group has been avoided because Israel could be holding off on its expected major ground invasion of Gaza, precisely to avoid provoking a northern front from opening up. But Hezbollah has issued new claims. It has destroyed an IDF tank and other military assets. Hezbollah carried out a number of attacks yesterday in order to try to divert the operational efforts away from the Gaza Strip under the direction and backing of Iran, while endangering the state of Lebanon and its citizens. They have increased their forces on the northern border and will respond aggressively to any activity that is against them. If Hezbollah dares to test them, the reaction will be deadly. The United States is giving them full backing. So on Tuesday, Hezbollah announced that its fighters launched an anti-tank guided missile at a gathering of Israeli soldiers, which resulted in a number of casualties. Israel has, in response, shelled militant positions in Lebanon, but also hit Lebanese residential areas, prompting people in the area to flee. And the Lebanese Shia Islamic group, main state backer Iran, has continued ratcheting the threats against Israel. Take a look. So the Israeli forces, in response, already started to evacuate all the civilians who live within 2 kilometers of the Lebanese border. And they said that the repeat rocket and mortar fire made it necessary and in preparation for potential greater military action. And the country's National Emergency Management Authority, which is called NEMA, kind of like we have FEMA, they have NEMA, will oversee the transfer of Israeli civilians from 28 towns and communities to state-funded guest houses. So the Rafa, it's R-A-F-A-H, border crossing between Egypt and Gaza has now endured 4 bombings from Israel. And this is according to a spokesperson from Egypt's Ministry of Foreign Affairs. It was shut on October 10th after it was hit by Israeli warplanes on the Palestinian side 3 times on October 9th and October 10th. And then earlier, Egypt They agreed to reopen the border crossing for 8 hours, and a ceasefire was said to be decided by Egypt, and then Israel and the U.S. to coincide with the opening of the crossing. However, the borders still have not been opened as of me making this video. And Egypt's foreign minister, Sameh, S-A-M-E-H, Shoukry, and that's S-H-O-U-K-R-Y, said that from his nation's perspective, the Rafa crossing on our side is officially open. However, the aerial bombardments are making the crossing inaccessible and unsafe for aid trucks to cross into Gaza. Now, thousands of Palestinians are waiting on the Gaza side of the border, while hundreds of vehicles carrying desperately needed aid are parked up on the Egyptian side. And many more aid convoys are already heading toward that border. They said, "We are in constant contact with all UN agencies to extract a safe passage for the relief aid. There is not yet any sort of authorization for a safe passage from the other side of the crossing." Now, as per the International Non-Governmental Human Rights Watch, the Israeli government should immediately end its total blockade of the Gaza Strip that is putting Palestinian children and other civilians at grave risk. Now remember, this is at the Human Rights Watch. This is what they're saying. The collective punishment of the population is a war crime. Israeli authorities should allow desperately needed food, medicine, fuel, electricity, and water into Gaza and let the sick and wounded civilians leave to receive medical treatment elsewhere. Doctors in Gaza reported being unable to care for the children and other patients because the hospitals are so overwhelmed by victims of the Israeli airstrikes. But on October 17th, ammunition struck the El Ahli hospital in Gaza City, causing mass casualties. And the militant group of Hamas blames Israel for the strike, while Israel said it was a rocket misfire by Palestinian militants. And I actually confirmed that to be true. So, Bill Van Esvelt, who is the Nonprofits Association Children's Right Director, said that President Joe Biden, who was in Israel, should press Israeli officials to completely lift the unlawful blockade and to ensure that the entire civilian population has prompt access to water, food, fuel, and electricity. Well, like I said, please do your own research, okay, so you can form your own opinions. But what do you guys think? Do you think that being as though Israel is telling their people to please stockpile food for at least 4 months while war is being waged, do you think that we should amp up our supplies as well? All right, guys, I'm out of here, okay? I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fear less. Ciao.